Man, how ironic is it that one of the Jets' last games of the season was a 7-0 drubbing of the Avs in Denver, which played a huge part in locking in a first-round series between these two teams. Fast forward about 2.5 weeks later, and the Jets are knocked out by them in 5 games. On home ice in front of the whiteout, no less. Make no mistake about it though, this team put up a fight. They didn't lay down like last year against Vegas. They battled hard, and for a while there it looked like we might actually be going back to Denver for Game 6. But no matter how they lost it, this one really stings for Jets fans. I mean, back-to-back 5-game first-round exits for this team, and this one, maybe it wasn't as lifeless of a loss as last year, but I'd argue this one was far more brutal than last year. The most brutal thing would have been if that Neil Pionk own goal held up as the game winner for the Avs, so he's pretty lucky that Tyler Toffoli sniped one to tie the game at 3. Did I hear some people booing Pionk when he touched the puck after that own goal? Jets fans who were in the building for that one, let me know, but either way, I'm glad it didn't end like that at least. Nope, instead the Avs scored 2 heartbreaking goals on hellebuyck, allowing the Jets to make NHL history as the first team ever to allow 5+ goals in each of their first 5 games to begin a postseason. Think about that for a second, like that's never happened before, even in the 80s when goalies looked like this. I understand a lot of those goals aren't Hellebuyck's fault and you can't pin the entire series on him, but when you have a superstar goaltender that you just give a bunch of money to stay with you long term, you expect him to be an X factor, and even if he isn't, you at least expect him not to do this. And on top of that, this team made so many positive changes coming out of last year and even at this year's trade deadline. We mentioned re-signing Hellebuyck, they also re-signed Scheifele. They managed to get rid of Pierre-Luc Dubois and bring in Gabe Vilardi and Alex Iafallo instead, a great move. They also bolstered their forward group at the trade deadline by bringing in Sean Monahan and Tyler Toffoli, 2 more really good moves. This should have worked, or at the very least it should have gone more than 5, especially after that 7-0 game and even game 1 in this series. For it to turn so hard so quickly and leave Jets fans just completely stunned like this, that's one of the more painful ways you can get booted from the playoffs. To be honest with you, I'm still kind of shocked about it. I mean, look, Colorado winning this series is not shocking, but the way it happened definitely is. I'll be honest, I am disappointed just from a pure entertainment standpoint. This is one of the series I was really looking forward to going the distance, like 6 or 7 games, especially after that barn burner of a first game. But I couldn't stop thinking about this, and it's the big question I have for Jets fans right now, because at the end of last year, it was kind of clear what you needed to do. You needed a clear answer about the futures of Scheifele and Hellebuyck. You needed to see what you could get in return from Pierre-Luc Dubois in a trade, and you probably knew you were moving on from Blake Wheeler. This year though, what do you do? I mean, I don't think you're going to blow it up, are you? Seems to me your core of Scheifele, Connor, Josh Morrissey, Connor Hellebuyck, even Adam Lowry, that's pretty set, so you're going to be making moves around that. So what do you do about this team heading into next year? Is this a Tampa Bay Lightning in 2019 getting swept by Columbus before winning the Cup the next year? Because I mean, this team took a big step in the regular season. They finished 4th overall in the entire NHL. Or do you see a team who's smoke and mirrors, who just got kicked out in 5 games for the 2nd year in a row, and is kidding themselves if they think they can compete and significant changes need to be made? Let me know in the comments. Also, what did you think of this series as a whole? Man, I wish it would have went longer. It had so much potential, but hey, Colorado-Vegas rematch or even Colorado-Dallas sounds pretty good. Please consider subscribing if you're new, hitting that like button as well. I'll see you in the next one. You're awesome.